Hey guys, welcome back to CM Ricky's Interviews. And today I'm going to be doing a tier list of the Walt Disney Animation Studios films. So we have, if you don't know what it is, these are the only ones um, that have been made by the studio Walt Disney Animation Studios. So there won't be any sequels or a Goofy movie or any Pixar movies on here. So anyway, if you don't know what a tier list is, S is the best and D is the worst. So anyway, let's get into it. So we got Snow White, which I think is a perfectly fine movie. It belongs in the B tier. It's not bad. It's not great. It's a perfectly fine movie. Back then, it probably would have been one of the best, but now there's so many movies. It's compared to them, it's not as good. Pinocchio belongs in the A tier, I think. It's a great movie with Gideon the Fox is just a great character, and the Pinocchio character and Geppetto, they're just great characters. And the music, the Wish Upon a Star is one of the best Disney songs. Fantasia. Um, if you've watched my golden era Disney films ranked, you know I'm not a fan of Fantasia, but I'm starting to warm up to it, so I'll put on C tier. I'm starting to like it more, especially the Sorcerer Mini or Sorcerer Mickey's um, scene. But anyway, it's not top tier. It's not even the worst one though. Dumbo is an A. Dumbo is just a great movie. Dumbo is just one of the best Disney characters. Um, it's definitely better than Pinocchio. Dang it. Definitely better than Pinocchio with the great elephant, the dream sequence. Anyway, there's a lot of them, so I'm going to go a little faster. Bambi, C tier with Fantasia. So there we just got through all of the golden era films. Now we're going to go into the wartime era. Saludos amigos, unpopular opinion, it's better than Dumbo. Sorry guys. It actually, no, I'm going to put it... yeah, it's better than Dumbo, guys. It's my opinion. Um, I just think it's a fun movie, and it's only 40 minutes, so it's a quick, enjoyable. You know what? I'm gonna put it better than Snow White. So there we go. Three Caballeros. Not as good as Saludos Amigos, but it's better than Snow White. Um, Make Mine Music. This movie is a D tier movie. This movie is not good at all. It's too clunky, and segments aren't even connected in any way possible. And it's just an okay movie. Actually, no, it's a bad movie. You could watch it if you're trying to get through all the um, wartime era films. It's sittable through, but it's not really one you just put on to put on. Fun and Fancy Free is the best package film. Um, I love the Mickey and the Beanstalk short and the Bongo shorts. Okay. Melody time. You know what I'm going to do? Add a row below. And I'm going to call it Have Not Seen. So I've not seen Melody Time or The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. I still want to see them, especially The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, because I hear that one is one of the best. Cinderella. Ooh, I've watched this when I was a little kid. I haven't seen it that much. I think it's better than Bambi, but it's not as good as Fantasia. But I think it belongs in the C tier. Then we have Alice in Wonderland. This movie is just tons of crazy and fun. It belongs in the A tier. So there we. And Peter Pan, top A. Top A. Not one of the best. Actually, it is one of the best, but not S tier. Lady and the Tramp. Have not watched the remake, but I'm a big fan of the original. I think this is better than Pinocchio. Not as good as Dumbo. Sleeping Beauty. Disclaimer: have not seen Sleeping Beauty. The 101 Dalmatians. This movie I've seen so much because my sister loves dogs, and I've grown to like it. It's not A tier. You know what? Neither is Alice in Wonderland. That's going right. It's not as good as Fun and Fancy Free. Uh, so then we have The Sword in the Stone. Underrated movie, A tier, one of the better movies. It's so underrated. People say it's boring. It is slow to get going, but the wizard battle wins this movie over for me. Jungle Book, S tier, absolute awesome. Great characters. The characters are what everybody loves about the movie, and I have to give it. The Aristocrats. It's kind of a boring movie. There's not really much about it that I really enjoy. I can enjoy some parts of it, but I don't really want to rewatch it that much. Robin Hood, S tier. I absolutely love Robin Hood, and they're doing a live action remake of this for Disney Plus, which, if it's going to be straight towards Disney Plus, it's going to look absolutely horrible. Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is also an S tier movie. It's just a amazingly hilarious but sweet, funny movie, and I'm a fan of Winnie the Pooh. Rescuers, the original, have not seen. I should have watched these before doing this, but I did. Fox and the Hound is it goes right there. It's criminally underrated, and the hunting aspects and the friendship thing is just so cool. The Black Cauldron have not seen, and I've heard it is not good. So not really looking forward to watching. But at the act, I hope there's like it's one of the darker movies. Disney. It's the first PG movie they did. Great Mouse Detective is in. It's gonna go top B tier. I think people have been saying that it's one of the most underrated, but since a lot of people have been saying it's underrated, now it's kind of getting overrated. Anyway, Oliver and Company is a solid C tier. Better than all these movies. It's okay, I guess. It's not good. It's not great, and it's not amazing. But it's not bad. The Little Mermaid, though, I've seen this movie a lot when I was a kid. I don't know what I think about it that much now. I think it's overrated. You know what? I'll just put it in the B tier. It's not as good as Snow White. The Rescuers Down Under is an underrated classic, which I think deserves to be in the A tier. Not as good as Peter Pan or Fox and the Hound, but better than Dumbo. This movie is great. If you have not seen it, see it. Beauty and the Beast, S tier. The Beast is just so cool, and it's a great movie, and my whole family really likes it, enjoys it. And Aladdin, again, S tier. I just love Aladdin. Better than Beauty and the Beast. Not as good as these. You know what? Robin Hood's gonna go low S tier. But Lion King, no. Either these two, The Jungle Book and The Lion King, are tied for me, I think, for the best Disney movie of all time. But Pocahontas have not seen. Neither have The Hunchback. Hercules is a fun movie. It's underrated, but in a sense that it's still not good. Nobody talks about it. But I'm gonna put it in the B tier. Nope, top C. It's a top C kind of a movie. Mulan belongs in the S tier. Mulan is a great action movie with Eddie Murphy in it, and it's just a fun movie. And I think you should watch it. Most people haven't seen it, but if you haven't seen it, please watch it. It's better than Beauty and the Beast, better than Aladdin, not as good as Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Tarzan. I've seen parts of it, so I'm just going to count this. It's a really fun movie for the parts I've seen. It's not on Disney Plus yet, but it will be. Not as good as Fun and Fancy Free. Fantasia 2000. Have not seen. I'm looking forward to it, though. I haven't seen Dinosaur. Ooh, The Emperor's New Groove. Third best. No, No, fourth best Disney movie of all time. So if you don't get it, but S, it's pretty much a ranking. So from the left to right, so that's number one, two, three, four, and that's number like 58. So then that would be 57, 56, so far, so on like that. If you didn't know, Atlantis, have not seen. Lilo and Stitch, have seen it. It's a good, solid movie. Stitch is one of the best characters. So I'm gonna put it right in between Lady and the Tramp and Dumbo. Treasure Planet, have not seen. So maybe I have so many movies I haven't seen. I should have watched them, but there's so many of them. I'll get to them eventually. Brother Bear. It's a D tier movie. Make My Music is better than it. Brother Bear's so boring. But anyway, Home on the Range is an underrated classic. It's A tier material. I'm putting it right there. Unpopular opinion, guys. Chicken Little, absolute worst Disney movie of all time. Meet the Robinsons is a fun enough movie. It kind of lacks. It's kind of confusing with its story at times, but I enjoy watching it. Not as good as the Three Cavaliers. Bolt. I'm gonna put that top C tier. My sister loves this movie because she loves dogs. Dog Girl 101. Subscribe to that. Princess and the Frog. This movie is okay. So I'm gonna put this in the B tier. Better than Little Mermaid. Better than Snow White. Not as good as Meet the Robinsons. Now we have Tangled. A top A tier. This movie is absolutely great. Max, the animals, the sidekicks in here are absolutely great, and that's what kind of makes this movie fun. Zachary Levi gives a great performance, and Brad Garrett or Garrett is in this movie too. Winnie the Pooh 2011. This is not as good as that one, but it's still a solid movie. I'm gonna put it in low B. No, it's not. Actually, it is better than Great Mouse Detective. Anyway, now we have Wreck-It Ralph. This movie is so underrated. C tier. Better than all these except for Hercules. Frozen. Frozen is a well, people say it's overrated. I think it's a little overrated, but as a movie, it belongs up there with Tangled. Not as good as Tangled though. Big Hero 6. Low C tier. This movie is again another overrated movie. It's kind of boring and the story drags at time. It's slow to get starting, but once you meet Fred and Wasabi and Honey Melon then it gets good. Zootopia, third best Disney movie of all time. Great message, great characters, great humor. Moana, better than Tangled, better than Frozen. And Ralph Breaks the Internet is top D tier. I thought it was a pretty bad movie to get through. So anyway, thank you for watching, and please subscribe and share your ranking of the Disney animation movies or your top 10 favorite or top 10 least favorite. Thanks for watching.